Hey, what's up guys, it's Matt, and today I just wanted to start a series of videos for mostly the new students who may be getting ready to start here in August for the next semester. And so today I just want to talk about my stethoscope a little bit. So I first kind of showcased this thing on my What I Take to Clinical video, but this video is just going to be about my stethoscope, guys. So it's just a Littmann Classic II S.E. This was a hand-me-down scope from my wife. So it was originally born seal blue. She used it for a few years. The Arizona sun destroyed it in the car. Like the diaphragm had loose pieces, the tubing was all cracked on it, so I had paid to have it refurbished, which was about $20 or $25 less expensive than just buying a new one. And so here it is, guys. The Classic II is a fairly standard traditional styled stethoscope. You know, there's the soft rubber earpieces. I think these are kind of the larger sized earpieces. There's the smaller ones. These just fit my ear canal a little better. See, nothing fancy, just the regulars. Ear tubes, regular tubes all the way up. It has a standard traditional style bell and diaphragm. So you might have seen the kind that just have a diaphragm and a bell on the back, and those are usually, from my understanding, are called tunable. So depending on the amount of pressure you're applying to the surface, you can press firmer to hear deeper or lighter to hear higher frequencies or something like that. I'm not really 100% sure. This is the kind that you would turn it to activate the bell side, and it turns off the diaphragm side, turn it back. I've used the bell approximately 0 times ever. I can hear everything I need to hear with the diaphragm specifically. I'm usually just listening to lung sounds. I haven't found a time yet, at least in clinical, where I've needed to listen to heart sounds. It's just not a part of what we do as RTs. This stethoscope is perfectly fine. Like I said, it was a hand-me-down from my wife, who used it as an active RN. So this was not her nursing school scope. This was just her scope that she got as a graduation gift. So if it's good enough for her, it's good enough for me. It's never let me down. I've heard everything I needed to hear with this scope, and I think new these things retail. I think on Amazon you can get them as cheap as, I don't know, $70, $75 or something. It's a great scope. I would definitely recommend it to anyone. You certainly don't need a fancy cardiology scope. A lot of the advice you might see online is, you know, get what you can afford, and if you can afford a $200 master cardiology scope, then go for it. I don't think it's very practical. It's not a very good use of money, in my opinion. But this is it for what I use. My biggest piece of advice for anyone who's scope shopping is just remember, even if you buy the most expensive stethoscope on the market, it's not going to magically make you know what you're hearing. That comes when you develop the thing between your ears, i.e. your brain. So I personally wouldn't spend over $100 on a scope, especially if it's your first or you're a student. There's no reason to. You know, once you're working, whatever, you buy whatever you want, but that's just my opinion, guys. Anyway, so here it is, my Littmann Classic II S.E. hand-me-down refurbished scope. It's gotten me through my first year of clinical rotations, and I would highly recommend this scope to anyone who's currently in the market for a scope, especially a student. So thanks for watching today, guys. I'll talk to y'all soon.